Welcome back to the world of Persona 5 Royal, everybody. You are here with SMK8, aka the Mushroom Rookie. In the last episode, we just completely knocked out the Okumura arc, and we have officially become Japan's #1 pair of fugitives planted for the murder of Okumura during the press conference. And we took care of Kasumi's awakening arc as well. Well, not so much of an arc, but you guys know what I mean. Anyways, I had a bunch of coins to spend in the Thieves' Den, so I figured it's time for a bit of a progress report. First off, a few of the rewards. I think I have a few new ones here. We performed 50 ambushes in palaces, 20 executions during the fusion, 10 weapon, and 10 stuff, like 10 items in total have been accumulated from execution, and 1,000 flowers have been gathered in mementos. In battle, we have 50 all-out attacks, 30 personas during interrogations. We've done negotiations with shadows a total of 100 times. Master Technician, technical hits 100 times. Treasure Demons 30 times. In Confidants, we still only have the one. School Life, supersized my stomach because we completed the Big Bang Challenge at one point. We completed 50 crossword puzzles. I guess there are only 15 because it says 15 out of 15. So that's why we haven't seen crosswords as often as we would expect. I would have thought there were like 25 or something like that. But anyways, 1,000 points have been gained from the secondhand shop that we were selling our clothes at. And we worked a total of 15 part-time, well, we've worked part-time jobs a total of 15 times, meaning the game didn't expect us to go above that number. So, anyways, moving on from that, let's take a look at the gallery for a moment. We have, I didn't take a look at this. I did spend a bunch of my money on a lot of the other pictures and stuff in the gallery, so these I have not checked out yet for some reason. I don't know if I just didn't see it, but okay, now the Okumura card has been unlocked. It was not unlocked. It was not unlocked a moment ago, but the new cards that I did unlock here were of the beach trip and the 2 pictures from Hawaii. Nothing from here, but I did unlock some new concept art, particularly the concept art for Wakaba. And this also just unlocked, which I'll need to build up some points for that. 2 pictures that I unlocked were of the Western release celebration picture, and the picture of 550,000 copies sold. So there we go. I just came out of the Thieves' Den before walking back in, so that might have been why new pictures have been unlocked at this point. And I do intend to unlock them at some point, but in any case, see, now even the Okumura arc is opened up, so as soon as I get more points, I'm gonna open that. But we have all the pictures from the Futaba arc, the fireworks, the traveling across the sand, when we saw Futaba's mother Sphinx, and her Futaba's awakening. Oh, and we also have we also have this. We have the beach. We have the trip to Hawaii, and when the principal was killed. Oh, and we also unlocked a few new Showtime scenes as well. We unlocked the one with An and Ryusuke, and the one with Morgana and Haru. Now, as for the special stuff, I unlocked 1, 2, 3. I unlocked those 3 as well. I think as far as music goes, I unlocked a few pieces of music, particularly this one, and life goes on. I recommend listening to this track, like, just gonna sidebar here for a second. I recommend listening to this track on any sorts of music app you have, like especially during exams, like it works particularly well for me. And it's a cool, funky beat, you know? I just like listening to it. I don't think I unlocked anything else. Aside from... I think I unlocked... No. Nah, those are the only pieces of music that I did unlock the coins I had left over. And if you notice, one set piece has changed. It would be this Hawaii set piece over the cafe where it would usually be. I spent that as well. And if we look up ahead, we have Wakaba Sphinx just piercing through the top. Since I don't have anything else that would, you know, be up on that limelight. So we have that. I unlocked Necronomicon for that hanging light right there. And that's pretty much it. Anyways, seems these guys have something to say now. So let's listen in.
Oh yeah!
That reminds me. How did you meet these two, Morgana? Well, I was locked up in a cell. This guy got caught by Shadow Kamoshida and was locked up in a jail cell. He was all like, "Help me!" And hey, don't make me sound so pathetic. That's kind of relatable, actually. I was caught by him right after I went into the palace, too. I'm the same as Lady An. You are so easy to please. Anyways, I think that's all I really have to showcase for this. Just a few rewards, a few pieces of concept art, a few pieces of music, and a few extra set pieces to kind of like change the atmosphere even a little bit. Everything else pretty much remains the same, but I figured I'd catch you guys up. I did take the time to unlock them on a separate recording, but then I realized the audio was looped, so I figured I'd come back and show you what I unlocked. But as you could have already told, like, there's constantly updating stuff for me to buy. So as soon as I get more coins, I'm gonna buy more stuff. Alright. With all of that said and done, let us get back to the main game. Let us get back to the episode. Okay, so we're starting off heading into Electric Town for two specific reasons. One, if we head over to the twins, they have a request for an outing at a specific location in this area.
No.
The place they ask for is an odd feature of the city where slaves attend to the needs of visitors. Apparently, the slaves in this game refer to visitors as master, and the behavior can be controlled to some humane degree. I wonder how this compares to our devotion of our own master. This could make a strong example for the inmate. Does such a location seem familiar to you? Well, it doesn't to Ren because we haven't actually visited this spot. And I believe if I didn't just skip through a bunch of text, they said this place is in somewhere in the city that its name derives from a source of electricity, or something like that. Ergo, Electric Town in Akihabara. The place that they were referring to, of course, is this maid cafe, which, admittedly enough, I have not thought of visiting before, but now that we have this place unlocked, it will tell us that if we allow time to pass at this cafe, it will improve our charm. And if you visit the maid cafe, you'll receive a stamp card, and we can collect them for certain rewards. However, it's mainly good to visit on Saturday since we'll receive more stamps that way.
Hey!
Alright. Unfortunately, just unlocking this place on the map is not going to be enough because we actually need to take a visit to the main cafe first before we can invite the twins over. I mean, it's a little inconvenient, but I can see why it plays out that way for the MC's experience. The second reason is because Mishima is available to be ranked up to level 9. And I need to grab a specific persona for that, so we're gonna head right on back to where the twins are. Hey girls, we're gonna step into the Velvet Room for just a moment so we can grab ourselves a moon persona with the little bit of money I have saved left over. Alright, first we're actually
Time
gonna
for some rehabilitation. You wish to perform an execution. What path do you want?
Let's see if we can... Yep, there we go. We can fuse a moon with Athena and Principality. Or we can get a Suiki with Athena and Arsene. Or a Succubus with Arsene and Asperus.
Do you really need this?
Or Apsaras. That's how you say your name. And because we're not going to be visiting Makoto anytime soon until we get our knowledge up,
select the skills you'd like to inherit.
We can freely use her to fuse. Yeah, support skills sounds good. Let's do accuracy and evasion. Dodge bless. Actually, let's do this in order. And, we're gonna do Mabufu. Wait, actually, I think Hollow Odor might actually do us some good because we can add on Evil Touch for our high chance of fear. Wait. What is the Dominia again? High chance of sleep, so we don't necessarily.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
We don't really need Foul Odor if we already have a high chance, so yeah, let's go back to what we were doing. My bad. Just taking a little detour. And we're gonna do Dodge Bless.
It will receive a great deal of power. Then let us begin.
Alright. We've got our moon. Agi, Dekaja, sleep boost. Increased chance of inflicting sleep when we already have a high chance. No thanks. Alright, let's head back to Mishima.
Are you finished? What? No slacking off.
Here we are. Hey, what's up? The Phantom Thieves were supposed to be the embodiment of justice. How did it come to this? Because we were set up? We were played like a damn fiddle? Oh, there's no point sitting around complaining about it now. I'm sure you'll be able to turn the tide if you just keep changing the hearts of a horrible criminal. Oh, and I'll do whatever I can to help you guys out. Alright, and because we finished the next request, I was hoping we could talk about Akiyama-kun today. Are you free right now? I didn't even bring up the moon persona I brought with me, so might not be all that necessary, but yeah, we'll still hang out with them. Alright. And we're just gonna head back to the diner when I had to spend a little bit on the fee to get to where you are anyway. It doesn't matter. Because this is a social link event, I don't have to spend any more money. Yay! So do you remember those guys who beat up Akiyama-kun? Well, it turns out they really were dangerous. I looked them up and found some seriously scary info. Apparently, they're part of a gang that involves in extortion stuff like that all the time. Wish I had known that going in. One slip of the tongue in that act I pulled, I would have been dead. I mean, still, that really does show real courage. The fact that you, put yourself on the front lines in front of them regardless of what you would know about them, head first into unpredictable danger, that shows real courage, man. You really think so? But I pissed all over myself again while researching those guys. Well, more or less. Honestly though, you're amazing. You weren't afraid in the slightest. If I had to be honest, Mishima, it's because I've been through a lot more scarier stuff than you can even imagine. Maybe it's only natural after all the nightmares you've been through. Yeah, exactly. I'm just a few short points ahead of you in the braveness category. Yo, Mishima.
Hey.
Hi there. Whoa, it really is Mishima. Dude, right? No one else could be this boring. And Akiyama is staying quiet because he knows he owes us a debt. Hey, you figured out what you're gonna do after high school?
It's just...
Not yet. Well, Mishima, if I had to give an idea, I'd say you're pretty good at running your own websites. You could be some kind of web designer or, coder for a company. Why not? Work for it. And how about the military? No one had ever noticed a zero like you stuffing around. Too true. I bet you could sneak in anywhere, huh? You'd be Japan's ultimate weapon. Shut up. Akiyama-kun? Huh? Something wrong? Not exactly. Come on, just forget about him. It's no fun messing with Mishima anymore. What do you mean, no fun? You're always the one screwing with him the most. Oh no, I guess I just got tired of it. Hey, about before. I've been thinking, well, I should probably thank you. Huh? Something happened between you two? You have been acting weird lately, Akiyama. Don't think I didn't notice all them bruises you got.
No.
Before? I don't really know what you're talking about. Mishima. Dude, he's covering your back. Don't forget this. My bad. You guess it was someone else. He's protecting him so he can keep his reputation. Respect. You've changed though. Yo, glasses. I always see you two together. You been coaching him? A little bit here and there. I guess you could say I've been his inspiration, is what we'll call it. I'm his inspiration and the one role model he more or less looks up to. Should he? Probably. Should he not? Maybe. But something like that. That's so. I'm kinda jealous. Anyways, see you later. Wait up, Akiyama. Looks like Akiyama-kun's gonna be just fine. He's a pretty strong-willed guy. And I really have changed, huh? Do you think maybe now I'm starting to be like a fan of thieves?
Alright.
I'm gonna work even harder to make sure I live up to your legacy. And with that, we are seeing his passionate resolve and the next rank up in his confidant. Rank 9, we are very close to knocking him out.
Alright.
Alright. Moon confidant is at rank 9, we'll get more rank speed. I always used to think I couldn't amount to anything. But I somehow managed to step up and help Akiyama with those thugs. It made me realize there really are things I can do to save people. That's why I've started writing a documentary on a band of thieves. The research I did on that gang Akiyama-kun was wrapped up in was actually what pushed me to do it. And now I'm basically putting together a massive log of all your activities from the fan side. Now, that's pretty cool, man. I can't wait to watch it. I mean, of course he wouldn't be reckless enough to dox our real names. That's some serious pressure, but I'll show you what I can do. I mean, I won a composition contest back in 5th grade, so this shouldn't be any more difficult, right?
All right.
At any rate, we should celebrate today. My treat. Screw the fountain drinks. Let's go straight for the fancy fruit juice. It's 3 times the price, so it's gotta be 3 times better. Well, if we're going with an all-out celebration, I'm actually feeling up to steak. But I only have so much fun and I only have so much money. Hey, you agreed to pay. If you want to order anything else, it'll have to come out of your own pocket, okay? But I'm dirt broke. Fine, touche. Let's party until we have to catch the last train. Woo!
See you later.
And so we stayed up until 2 a.m. just completely drinking up all the fruit juice that the cafe has to offer, until they eventually kicked us out. Woo, what is up? You still rocking it to the night? I'ma be a chan. You're drunk, aren't you? You're drunk off of fruit and sugar. Sorry, I don't know the right thing to say after coming home from a party. But that was so fun, right? I never stayed that late at a diner before. You think it's the power of that fancy fruit juice? I mean, it did cost 3 times the usual price. Okay, I'll stop joking around. I think I'm really happy to hear that one comment from Akiyama-kun. You heard what he said about me, but do you really think some part of me's changed? Your hair, perhaps? Oh, you noticed? Yeah, I've kind of been doing something different with it, and okay, really? That's all? My hair? Though I am kind of surprised you actually noticed. That documentary I mentioned? Starting today, I'm going to start writing it seriously. And once it's finished, I want you to be the first one to read the script. It's our promise. A vow between men, okay? See ya. Man. This confidant has been places. First, it was just Mishima crafting the fan site to garner support, to him actually trying to be our online manager, to us having, conflicts with, the people we should be going after, to him stepping up to becoming his own hero, and now he finally comes up with the idea of making a documentary about us. Like, this confidant has been from one place to the other to another place entirely. It went places, man. Yep, and here comes all the sheeple comments. People just flip-flopping to the winning side. That's just how it always is.
This sucks.
I wonder when Okumura-san will start coming back to school. I know the funeral's soon. It must be tough, organizing the funeral for a big-wig CEO. Okumura-san is usually pretty quiet. Do you think she's okay? Hard to believe the dad of such a nice girl could be so evil. I didn't expect this from the fan of thieves. It was a full-blown public execution. This really did plant the biggest target on our backs it could possibly get. Things are looking rough online, as they usually are. They're just calling us a bunch of murderers. All the celebrities who supported us are now being criticized now too. It's all gone up in flames. People are posting about this stuff everywhere. I highly doubt that someone who supported us did so honestly. There must have been many who simply went with the winning side. I mean, he's not wrong. He's actually pretty right in that regard. Most of our supporters were just pushing us to go after who they sought out as evil because of what they were shown on the, like, shown pretty blatantly, you know? And now that something has come up to shine a pretty bad light on us, they're going on the opposite side. It's just self-preservation, you know, just going along with whoever you think is winning. I get mixed feelings about this when you put it that way. I mean, again, it's not pretty far from the truth. It does make me rethink a lot of things. That aside, we need to deal with our situation first. Our state of affairs continues to worsen. We can't just sit back and watch this happen. Still, we can't make a move when we don't have any leads. Well then, like what I said last episode, let's go find some leads. Then what are we supposed to do then? Right around when your exams end will be the perfect timing. For what? Don't worry about it. Anyway, just wait and see what happens. For the time being, let's discuss things after our exams end. There's no way I can focus on exams like this. Can you ever?
Hey, are you listening?
Up. Time for our daily proficiency check. Well, we did max it out, so we feel murderous intent. Dodge it, dodge it, dodge it, dodge it. You see that game? I don't need any more proficiency. Please start buffing my other stats. Whatever. Moving on.
Hey!
Please help buff up my other stats, please. A little bit more charm is nice. So close, yet so far away. It sucks I can't boost up any... Like, I can't boost up Makona until, like, at least intelligence is maxed out. People are saying terrible things about us, calling us murderers. Alright, who are we hanging out with today? Ryuji wants to go out, and I'm pretty sure if we do, we can pretty much just max him out, since this is going to be rank 10. Yusuke wants to study for exams, and we can also hang out with Shinya, which I think we're at rank 3 with him right now, or rank 2. We're probably at rank 2 to rank 3, so we should probably spend a bit more time with him. But, I think before we do that... Yep, I have Red Rider as my tower persona, and I also have a chariot with Athena, which I already knew about. I'm pretty sure I can hang out with Ryuji another time, since I don't really need to worry about his confidant. Let's go hang out with Chica. Aren't you gonna train? I thought you wanted to get better. I'll be at the arcade today. It would be fun to hang out with you. Alright, let's go see him. And first, because this leads us straight into a confidant event, no money was spent on the train fee. I got a Fan of Thieves strap this time from the capsule toy machine in the back alley. It costs 500 yen each try, so I can only play once in a while. Aren't you gonna train today? I can teach you a bunch of stuff. Alright. Because of Red Rider, I can grow stronger with him. Hold on. I just realized I never actually tried the crane game. I don't think this spends up any of our time, but we can't get a Jack Frost from it. It costs 300 yen, which we have exactly, so let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Give me that Jack Frost to hang on my shelf. Can we try again?
Wow.
One more try. Just one more. This is not an addiction, I swear. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Okay.
Wow.
If we don't get it within 3 tries, we're gonna hang out with Shinya regardless.
Okay.
Alright, just one more. Whether we get it or not, that's when we're done. Come on. How many tries does it actually take to get one of those? We also have this crane game, but let's just hang out with him.
What do you say?
I already spent up enough money.
Hey!
By the way, have you eaten yet, Amemiya? I'm starving, but the hunger doesn't really bother me when I'm playing. Well, let's just go grab something to eat then.
Really?
Nothing wrong with a little break. Okay, today's training will be a lecture. If you pay for my meal, I'll let you have this course for free. Okay then. I get my meal and you get my training, so we're both happy.
Let's go.
Alright, stop wasting time and take me someplace to eat. And we're back at the diner.
Phew.
I'm stuffed. I gotta get good because I'm fighting a war. Or I gotta eat good because I'm fighting a war. Didn't I tell you? I've been having serious battles with kids at school. They attack me in large numbers, so I can't let my guard down. Kid, are you
Well,
getting bullied at school? All they did today was throw eraser crumbs into my lunch, though. So I won that round. Are these kids bullying you? It's a war. I'm on the defensive right now, but I'm looking for a chance to counterattack. I could finish them off in a second if I put my mind to it. It's just that now it's not the right time. So you're strategically planning when's the right time to attack, when to offend, or when to be on the defensive, when to be on the offensive. I mean, I applaud your strategic mindset.
oh,
It gets kind of annoying having to watch my back all the time, though. Maybe I can ask the fan of these to take care of them. I'm gonna stop you right there, kid. We're not going through that again. We already went through this with our current manager of our online site. We're not doing this again. Your food is here, sweetheart. Well, today you lost. So that means you'll just have to try harder next time. Now, eat up and feel better. You're not mad? Of course not. You did your best and that's all that counts. Now, no more crying.
wrong.
What a joke. Once you lose, it's over. That's what my mom told me. So we're getting into some parallel talk. Parallels between two parental mindsets. My mom's fighting with my school about how classes are taught, the way teachers treat students, the size of the classes.
Hey!
Since the divorce, my mom's been taking care of me all by herself. She says it's exhausting. She leaves really early to go to work, then she comes home really late to take care of me. It's no wonder she demands so much from the school, you know? But all my classmates make fun of her and call her a complainer. When I tell them to stop, they call me a mama's boy. Yeah, and that's how the war started. So they came after you first, and you retaliated. And it's just been a back and forth kind of thing. Man, I swear, kids are freaking ruthless. My mom gets made fun of because I'm weak. That's why I gotta get stronger. That's the spirit.
Thanks.
Well, the fan of thieves wouldn't laugh at me if I lost now. But I've got a long way to go. I'd also want to say the other thing. Like, he really does care for his mom in that way. Like, good on him. He sees that she's struggling so hard to compensate for the both of them, even though she's by herself, and everyone else is just picking on them. so he's got to stiffen up his own shoulders. Oh, before I forget, I need to show you something. Don't tell anyone else about this, okay? But I'm going to show you a guaranteed way to win. Alright, and with this, a rank up in our confidant and a brand new way to attack shadows in the metaverse. A warning shot. With this, we'll be able to scare enemies in negotiation to make it a lot easier to obtain personas.
All right.
Make it a lot easier to when we don't exactly know the right answers to interrogation text. I wish I could be a member of the Band of Thieves and help them beat the bad guys in the world. Oh, it's kinda late. I guess I should go home. 2 points of kindness.
Later.
Oh, thanks for that food earlier. I guess that's also kind of training technically. We just talked a bunch about me today, so you gotta tell me about the Band of Thieves next time. You gotta tell me more about the Band of Thieves next time. Maybe we could go eat something again while we're at it. Sure. Really? Thanks. And our next rank up is available. Now that I think about it, it's been a while since I went out to eat with anyone but my mom. Okay, let's go get some hamburger steak next time. That's my favorite food. Come to think of it, my mom hasn't made hamburger steak in a while either. But she seems super busy, so not much I can do, I guess. Wonder if she's coming home late again tonight. Anyways, bye Amamiya-san. I'll see you at the arcade. So the Band of Thieves are murderers. Sojiro, please, no. Don't go into this mindset too. You're smarter than that. You're smarter than most of the sheeple walking around. I guess all that praise they got before doesn't amount to much now.
Got a minute?
Alright, that's good for today. Oh, but there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about that secret suit I mentioned. There's more to it than my having been in the Yakuza. I just want to make sure you don't go saying nothing stupid if you run into Kaoru around here. Okay. At least you're covering that base, that way I know what's what. Back when I was working with the Hashiba clan, some crazy lady came around our office. Must have been over 10 years ago. She had this baby with her, and the whole time she was there, she kept going on about how she wanted to sell it. Okay, so I'm guessing abortion was out of the question, or I don't know, adoption? Normal adoption? I figured she was just some cracked up junkie looking for drug money. Seriously? I mean... But when I told her no, she sat the baby down and ran off. Wow, she really did not want to become a mother. That baby was Kaoru. I figured. Thinking back on it, I'm still not really sure why I took him in. Come to think of it, how old is Kaoru? Said it was over 10 years ago, yeah? Well, I'd like to think he might just be, at the very least, 14. You know, in grade school. Not only did I have to leave the clan, but now I'm stuck running this shop I don't even like. Hey, you say that, but I see that smirk on your face. Every day's an uphill battle. I still haven't managed to tell Kaoru I was in the Yakuza, though. You shouldn't lie to your son. Now let me ask you something. How would you feel if you found out your parents were wrapped up in some dirty shit? That's how my mom was. She spent every night out drinking, running around town with all sorts of guys. I couldn't stand to see her destroy herself like that. Often I wish I had had someone else as my mom. So I didn't want to make Kaoru go through the same thing. I wanted to make sure he had a good childhood. That's why I left the clan. I did everything according to the code, but now Suda is dragging me back. Once he remembered I run this fake gun shop, he came by asking me to make custom models for him. Though he wasn't really asking. The bastard forced me into it by threatening to cut and tell Kaoru everything. Truth is, Suda's got all sorts of dirt. Not just on what happened with Kaoru as a baby, but on me and the rest of my family too. So Suda's got a lot of ammo to work with, huh? Who knows what would happen if Kaoru learned the truth? I don't know, if I was Kaoru, I think I have a pretty badass dad. Pretty kick-ass one who's willing to give up everything just to take care of me. Suda isn't gonna stop there though. I'm sure he'd go on to tell everyone else he could. When it's all said and done, he's gonna try to take everything I have.
Shit.
If word gets out about my past, people are gonna treat Kaoru like he's no different than me. After all, everyone knows shitty parents end up making shitty kids. And once he's got that stigma, he'll be stuck with it. When shit goes wrong, he'll always be the one who gets blamed. That's how it was with me. That's why I turned to the Yakuza. No one else would accept me. That's also why I can't turn Suda down. He's just got too much power. Stupid option number 3. Don't wanna just humble him like that. I bet he'd take kindly to just being called pathetic because, honestly, he'd probably just laugh it off because he kinda thinks of himself as a bit pathetic. You got that right. I bet Suda's sick of having a weak-ass dad like me. Anyways, I was trying to stall Suda with the bullshit prototypes while I figured out a way to stop him. But that bastard's real good at keeping his cards close to his chest. Plus, he caught wind of what I was trying to do and started keeping tabs on me 24/7. Thankfully, that's just about when you showed up, kid.
Sorry.
Sorry for bringing all that shit up out of the blue. You probably don't want anything to do with me after that, huh? Hey, bro, when I make a deal with somebody, I stick with it till the end. Don't just go around making assumptions like he'll just bail on you like that. I have more of a spine than you think. I'm gonna stick by you and ride this out all the way up until we get what's coming to Suda. It's cool if you want to act tough and all, but don't forget to watch out for yourself, kid. Hey, I learned that lesson day 1 when I came to this city. I'm good. Oh, right. I just remembered I never gave you a reward for that info. You're right. How about I give you a discount on the special menu? That should keep you quiet for a while. Pretty good deal, huh? Alright, feels like my bond with Iwai is growing deeper. And we now have a discount on customization.
Alright.
And it will be less of a pain to actually pick out what customizations I want. Damn, it's late. Should be getting home. Kaoru's been eating a ton lately after cram school. He's probably gonna have another growth spurt soon. Anyways, I'm closing up for today. You should head home too. You don't need any more proficiency game. I thought we already established that.
Later.
Anyways. Hey, sorry about earlier. Didn't mean to get talking about that heavy shit. But I gotta protect that secret, no matter what. Wakaru's sake. You're right. Yeah, I'll do whatever it takes. I guess that's why I brought it up at all. I mean, you told me the secret so I wouldn't go saying dumb shit, right? At least you're covering your bases. Right now, I still don't know what Suda's next move is gonna be. Well, I mean, that's something we can figure out together. You got me roped into this after all. We gotta stay on guard 24/7. Don't wanna get killed in your sleep, right? Alright, see ya. $51%. See, it's changed from they still haven't changed Okumura's heart to they still haven't caught the Phantom Thieves. Can I bother you for a moment? Now that the funeral is over, it feels like a small burden has been lifted from my shoulders. That must be tough. Or this must be tough. It is, but I'm okay. I actually feel bad having everyone worry about me. How about you? Are you doing okay? I'm doing fine, sweetheart. I'm managing. You sure are strong. I'll come back, don't worry. I think I'll be able to rejoin everyone around when exams end. Well, see ya.
Haru.
She's got a pretty strong, head on her shoulders.
She's the one who should be in pain right now. Yet she's still trying to cheer us up. Well then.
Anyways, today is Sunday. First off, let's see what we can pick up on a home channel. If there's something for, at the most, like 900 yen, I'll definitely pick it up. Alright, and today is World Food Day. Big Bang Burger has been planning to hold a charity event. This event has been canceled due to the recent incident. What, no shopping channel? Seriously? Alright then. Takami's calling us up on the cell phone. And we can rank up with Yusuke, On, and Ryuji. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, no one else is available right now. I'm pretty sure we have a persona for everybody. If we rank up with On, that's gonna be rank 9. Don't really want to get up to rank 9 with her right now for reasons already told. Take a look at our confidant list. Yusuke's up there at rank 8. Ryuji's at rank 9. We could probably, well. Alright, yeah, I have an Emperor, I have a Lovers, I have a Chariot, I have one for everybody. So, let's... It's actually a already tough decision between the two. If we rank up with Yusuke, he'll be neck and neck with Ryuji, and I can just rank them out one by one. If I take care of Ryuji now, that opens up one free slot. You know what? Let's rank up with Yusuke, because if we hang out with him now, that at least gives us a better chance to rank up with him later, or at least max him out later. So let's hang out with Yusuke for today.
Hello?
Ah, Ren. The station's always full of people. It serves as the perfect spot for people watching. By the way, do you have any business here? First, let's work on our deal so we can replicate a card and increase our confidence at the same time. Do we have any recovery? Yes, we do. Let's... good with those. What about passive? Don't have any passive because passive skills aren't all that useful. That's like, well, I guess for the twins, their request for passive skills would be pretty useful, but we don't have any magical skills for him to create either. So let's replicate some.
I see.
Let's replicate some so we can create them later. Or duplicate, I guess. They mean the same thing. Let's start off with some magic. Let's do a Maragi.
Very well. Beautifully executed.
But honestly, I probably should have
Hello?
done the duplicate stuff every day since, you know, he pretty much just instantly do it. I probably should have came back here like every day to have him replicate the cards, but we actually came here to see you. Let's have a whip of free time. How does your schedule look for today? I wish for you to join me if possible. Our bond with Yusuke will grow stronger by doing this, so let's do it. Thanks for your concern. I would like to enter Mementos again today. I believe that place holds the truth to the human heart.
Let us be off.
Back into Mementos we go, before we handle any requests. This place never fails to amaze me, no matter how many times we come. Where does this passage even go? It feels as though I've been sucked inside it merely by gazing upon it. So, this is the heart of man. It is ugly, yet beautiful as well. That duality is what makes humanity such an interesting subject. As you know, I've been confused recently about the reason for my art. Did I want to be recognized, or did I want to capture pure beauty? Was it due to my talent, or just my upbringing? Each answer would seem correct at first, yet only proof itself falls upon a more in-depth examination. Ren,
What are your thoughts?
when my mother was painting the Sayuri, what do you think she was thinking about? Love for her son, the pain of separation? We can't really know for sure, but more than anything, I believe it was the love for her son, even though she had to be separated from him. Such love is almost embarrassing to have pointed out to me. But you were probably right.
But
However, I believe that was not the only thing she thought about. It seems Sayuri was meant to impart something to me, and to all others who view it, for that matter. Love, regret, loneliness, anxiety, calm, and hope. All of the emotions my mother felt, conveyed plainly to the viewer. That is why it has such a profoundly unique impact to those who see it. My paintings pale in comparison to such depth of meaning. How could I have hoped to convey pure beauty with my limited palette? And yet, that painting has kept me going all this time. During particularly difficult nights, it was there to soothe my sadness. It acted almost as a ray of light cutting through the somber darkness.
how could this be?
I had wanted to create a similar beacon of hope for others, but it seems I lost sight of that goal. Look, this place is dark, unrelenting. This place is a dark, unrelenting place, Ren. But that is why I'm going to wield my brush again, to give hope to all those who see my paintings. It won't be easy.
Yes.
It most certainly will not. I hope you look forward to seeing the rebirth of Yusuke Kitakwa. Now, I will use my art to paint over the blackness of this world. It shall become a vivid realm, full of hope. I expect it will be a most beautiful sight to behold. Perhaps you will see it someday, Ren. Our bond grows deeper and deeper still. Protect! A chance to shield Joker from an otherwise fatal attack.
Alright.
And another person will give my life for me. This radiant light growing within me. It must be the light of hope. I shall paint it. I can sense shadows in the area. Are we gonna have to fight again? Yeah, we should leave mementos before we get into another scrap. Ah, you two.
Oh,
Kawanabe-san. On your way home? I guess you have time on your hands, Yusuke-kun. I'm on my way to prepare for the competition. Speaking of which, do you plan on entering? Indeed I do. Your pride may not be too pleased with the outcome. After all, the winner spot is not simply yours for the taking. I suppose whether you ultimately opt to enter is entirely your decision, though. The more the merrier, yes?
I see.
The winner's spot. Ah, yes. I was hoping to prove my talent to him by taking the top prize home. That no longer matters to me, though. I'm going to enter my painting merely so others can be exposed.
See you later.
Well, I will talk to you again, Ren. I will talk to you later, Ren. Farewell.
Ah, you're back.
This isn't much of an update, but I'm going to go back to school starting tomorrow. Oof. Heading back to school right at the time when exams are starting, after going through so much turmoil. Well, I imagine there was like a lot of whiplash and a lot of turmoil, especially with your father's funeral. And just coming back to exams must be rough. I'm sorry for worrying all of you until now. Are you really okay though? Be sure not to push yourself too hard in this time of grief. No, I actually need to push myself. My mind always wanders if I have nothing to do. Yeah, I totally get you. Besides, there's nothing I can do while I'm at home. Well, I don't know how to put it, but try not to think about that stuff too much. We're on your side, Haru. We always will be. Yeah, you can count on us for anything. To be completely honest, when I ended up alone, I did doubt you all a tiny bit. But it's so horrible for me to doubt you. I mean, I'm the one who asked you all to do this. Well, in all fairness, your first outing with us and what our entire operation was about, things didn't go exactly to plan, so that grain of salt is completely warranted. Your father just passed away, Haru. It's natural to feel a flood of emotion at such events. Yeah, it's really hard when you lose someone like that. But I'm okay now. You've all helped me out so much. Right back at you. Thank you. Those words are truly reassuring. Well then, I'll see all of you at school.
Haru. I'm not surprised she seems down. You should keep her in your thoughts.
Yeah.
Still, despite how she looks, Haru has quite the backbone. I'm sure she'll be okay.
Yeah, she's a pretty tough cookie. That much has already been established. Anyways, confidants. We can hang out with Iwai again. We can study with you. We can study with Ryuji. If we'd actually get any studying done, or we can hang out with Yoshida. We can get another rank up with him. Whoops. Button. We can actually get him up, and EY, we're just hanging out with him. Fumi's not available. Chihaya is available. Let's see. I don't think we have a... Do we have a son? We still have a son. Cool. Alright. Yoshida, you're on. I have something planned for after my speech today. I'd like your help with both. Are you available today? Let's go. Thank you. The truth is, Diet Man Matsushita has been asking for me. Remember when he asked me to be his right-hand man last time? He's likely waiting for my response. Well then, please join me after my speech.
What's wrong?
What did you ask me here to discuss? I heard you met with Kuramoto's grandson. You have your ears to the ground, huh? And to think that he's the candidate the party is backing to ruin my chances of winning. I'll be completely straight with you, since I already asked you to be my right-hand man. We're currently fighting the Kuramoto group.
What?
You're fighting with Mr. Kuramoto? I have ambitions of my own, you know. I owe him for all he did for me, but I don't want him to have influence over me forever. All the more now that he's secretly working with Shido's Diet members. Well, that just gives us another reason to fight back against him. I know he asked you to join his group, but I think you should decline his offer. They want to keep you on a leash, so you won't reveal any damaging information. The real culprit of the expense misappropriation case you were blamed for is old man Kuramoto.
What in the world?
What did you say? I searched through the party's off-the-record accounts from 20 years ago. There's no doubt. Can you still forgive him? He led you into the political world and kicked you out in the worst way. But why? Seems he's bought his popularity, and as a result, he is having some serious financial trouble.
I see.
Sounds as if you're saying that this is my opportunity to clear my name. And so you need an answer from me whether or not I'll be your right-hand man, yes? Someone's grandson has already tried to persuade you. Therefore, I can't wait any longer. If you join me, you could accuse Kuramoto of his crime. Well, you can clear your name and put Nogatora behind you. This is your best and last chance. Join with Matsushita and take my revenge against Mr. Kuramoto, but drop out of the election. 2, it seems that both sides are kinda tugging at your shoulders. But then again, one of them tried to place blame on you, causing a scandal and giving you a bad reputation. They tried to manipulate your mindset. And on top of that, he's working for Shido of all people. I don't know. One of them might be the worst of two evils. Still, I say don't do it. I see. So that's how you truly feel about this. Like, don't sacrifice your ideals regardless. You know, this is a difficult decision, but stick to it. Matsushita, I appreciate the offer, but I must refuse. You have no conceivable reason to refuse. My goal is to become a member of the Diet, not a right-hand man. I will not cast aside my beliefs. On that, I stand firm. The info would be the deciding factor in taking down Kuramoto. Well, I mean, he's not willing to compromise his beliefs, and you both are kind of fighting against Kuromoto, why don't you make the compromise? You become his right hand man. You offer your benefits to supporting his side, and well, you two could still work as a team. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. I was simply offering you a deal. I assumed you might decline it. Very well. Please forget about it. I apologize for bringing it up so suddenly. I'll talk to the party and provide support for your next speech about the Phantom Thieves. Why are you doing this? I don't want to debate about the Phantom Thieves. I simply want to draw attention to them. Right now, you have chose the absolute worst time to do so. And you can assert your innocence there, on the grand stage. To be frank, I'll be happy as long as the Kuromoto's group influence diminishes. Amamiya-kun, don't speak a word about this to anyone, for both our sakes. Very well then. It feels like I'm caught in a crossfire of a political conspiracy. My friend is trying to take advantage of me, while my former mentor is trying to win me over. To achieve my dream, I will have to set aside my beliefs. What should I do? Well, getting elected is one thing, and that's part of your goals, but I stand firm about what our answer is. You should stick to your beliefs no matter what.
Yes.
You're right. Betraying myself means betraying my supporters, which also means betraying you. For some reason, just talking to you always helps me make up my mind. It's as if my heart is being manipulated. Perhaps, if the Phantom Thieves truly do exist, then I'm sure they're very much like you. For some reason, you stood by me, no Gatora, who didn't have any support.
Actually,
I've been thinking about this for a while, actually. You must have experienced cruelty and injustice in this life. I can tell by the look in your eyes. That's why I sense your desire to help the weak. And the strength to stand up to the hecklers, to Matsushita, to Kuromoto's grandson. You're no ordinary high school student. Even I know that much.
hey,
Would you care to talk about it? Well, I think he pretty much just said that he's close to accusing us of being the Phantom Thieves. But what would happen if you're right? So what? What is he gonna do? He pretty much just called me out and I pretty much just gave you my answer. What do you plan to do with this information? Just a joke. Sorry, I crossed the line there. I always lacked restraint in these situations. And see what I did there? I relieved the tension by making fun of myself. Think of it as an advanced technique for winning people over. Yeah, self-deprecation. It's a pretty good party trick. Alright, our bond grows deeper. And with that, we have learned a new tactic during interrogations. Mind control. We will occasionally skip negotiations when attempting to obtain a persona.
alright.
Alright, so we can just pretty much streamline the entire process of gaining a persona.
You're right.
Alright. Well, I'll at least make good use of Matsushida's help setting up my next speech. I feel like I'll be able to fully express my beliefs if you're there with me.
I shall ask you again another time.
We can discuss this again at the speech. Our charm has increased by 3.
Well then, I'll see you again.
Good work today. Thank you for tagging along today. Goodness, I've gotten you wrapped up in my whole messy past now. I told you before, becoming a diet member shouldn't be your only goal in life. I will stand by those words, of course. But what are your thoughts on what happened today? Say you were in my shoes. Could you say with all confidence that you wouldn't be swayed by such a lucrative deal? Humans are easily swayed. One glimpse of a temptation could be all it takes to make us forget our principles. That is why you must never forget what's truly important to you. You understand? I will never in my life forget that. Good. Life is full of tough decisions. I can only hope today's lesson will nourish your growth. Well, the real battle begins now. I'll need to devote myself to this fully. After all, I can hardly afford to disappoint you. Alright, see you next time. I'll be counting on you. Pulling all-nighters is the worst. I really should have started studying sooner. At least the school festival's soon. It's the thing I'm looking forward to most right now. Yeah, but are they still gonna hold it? It might get canceled. Don't say that. You're bumping me out before the exams. Things are bad enough as is. If they cancel the festival, the students will riot. It's pretty much the one good thing they've done for the students so far. Next to Maruki.
Phantom thieves have gone off the deep end, don't you think?
Ah, great. More hecklers right before the first day.
I thought they were gonna change that CEO's heart, but they ended up killing him instead.
Again, I want to say otherwise. I really want to go up to them and say otherwise so bad. Particularly because they don't think this is far from their usual MO. But there's not much evidence right now.
Haven't people been saying they killed Principal Kobayakawa too?
Yeah, that was set up. Like, come on.
I thought they were bad, but I never expected they'd turn out to be murderers.
This has happened only once, exactly once, and they're already painting them as murderers, which has already been established, but my god, it's so... That's completely messed up.
Oh man, does this mean anyone who gets targeted is screwed?
Watch out.
Quiet down. I'll now be handing out your exam booklets.
Holy crap, he has voice lines.
Well, shall we begin?
Here we go. Counting both black and white surfaces, how many surfaces are there in total on a soccer ball? That answer is a total of 32 surfaces.
Ooh, we can do this!
Alright, an essay question. This looks tough, but let's calm down and think it through. Provide an explanation for why the soccer ball is only comprised of the colors of black and white. Alright, soccer balls. Teacher did say that the number of colors used to be different. That is correct, there only used to be one color, white. But ever since soccer games started to be televised through black and white projections, the colors have changed to adding spots of black so that the ball would be easily distinguished. It used to be only one color. She said that unlike now, soccer games were broadcasted with black and white picture. A single colored ball would be hard to spot in black and white, so they changed the color of the ball to make it more easily identifiable on a black and white TV.
Yep.
Only 2 questions? But then again, once we get the essay question, that's where it ends.
You're still rooting for the Phantom Thieves? You know they're murderers, right?
That doesn't mean that criminals should be left to do whatever they want.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. I thank you, female advocate.
Still, couldn't they have at least left the principal to the police? And I mean, did you see that press conference? No way Allies of Justice would do that.
I wonder if Akechi-kun has been right all along.
But you know what? She's right. There's no way Allies of Justice would do something like that. And that should lead to skepticism that, well, that should naturally lead to skepticism that this was actually the thieves doing.
He's so admirable, sticking to his guns even though so many people were against him.
That's enough. If you don't quiet down, I'll have to ask you to leave.
Holy crap, she has voice lines.
Now, everyone.
Alright, second days of exams, let's go. Bill conducted executions using this device. That would be Charles Henry Sanson.
Ooh, we can do this!
I was a little skeptical of that answer, but alright. Alright, what is the reason that most people cannot become a cormorant fisherman of Nagarasawa? That is because it is a hereditary profession.
Ooh, we can do this!
Okay, I guess this really is just only 2 questions per exam day.
The Phantom Thieves have gotta be students here, right? I mean, they killed our principal.
Well, I guess people can only make that connection.
Isn't this insane? There are murderers among us. Now that you mention it, there was a guy in Shibuya who told me he's a Phantom Thief the other day. For real? You gotta report that.
Why would people just pose as Phantom Thieves for fun? Can't actually prove it. But then again, it might just be a cosplayer because there are Phantom Thieves merch floating around. But then again, it's not really... That just makes it way easier for there to be copycat murderers if you can just buy calling cards at a convenience store.
Oh crap, you think so? I snapped a pic, so I should probably put it online just in case. I hope the cops catch him.
Okay, class, let's get started.
Third day of exams. What is the meaning of robot in the etymological root of robot? That would be slave labor.
Ooh, we can do this!
Which of the following describes the density of stars in outer space? Oh, I know this one. Easy. 3 Bs in all of Europe.
Ooh, we can do this!
Boom. You know, it's interesting to think about. All of the exams so far have just been questions comprised of multiple different classes. So, I wonder, were all of these teachers just comprising the exams together and we've just been tackling them in parts? It would be interesting to think that, you know, all the teachers in one group, and like, on like the first floor, the second floor, the third floor, like each group is comprising their exams together. That way you don't exactly know what question you're gonna come up on next. That's pretty organized, and a fun thing to theorize, actually. Alright, today is the last day of exams. Seen all these before.
Nice.
And things are looking good. We should be looking forward to looking at our score.
The police are here again?
Yeah, seems like it's for real this time. Apparently one of our students is a phantom thief.
Oh, hold on. Say that line again.
Yeah, seems like it's for real this time. Apparently one of our students is a phantom thief.
I've heard that voice before.
Yeah, seems like it's for real this time. Yeah, seems like it's for real this time. Yeah, seems like it's for real this time. Apparently one of our students is a phantom thief.
Could that be?
Seriously? I read the same thing online. Apparently public security is already on the move.
It's me. There's something I want to talk to everyone about. I'll be at the hideout. I mean, our place.
It's open.
Oh. Looks like it's Howard's time to sit in the therapist's chair.
Welcome.
Ah, you're the third year Okumura-san, correct? So good to see you. Please have a seat. Are you okay?
Huh?
Yes. I'm sorry. I did come here because I wanted to, but I'm not exactly adept at saying what's on my mind. Oh, that's perfectly fine. I'm not all that great at chatting with people either.
Excuse me?
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. How about some snacks? No need to be modest here.
You have my thanks.
Thank you. I'm alright though. You don't look alright. I must be pretty weird, right? I came here for counseling, but I can't seem to say anything.
Well,
Not weird in the slightest. Just take your time. We'll go at whatever pace you need. And if you still don't feel comfortable by the end of our time, well, just have some tea and head on home for the day. I do enjoy tea time. Perhaps I'll feel more relaxed if I think of all this in that way.
quite.
Absolutely. No one's going to de-stress if they come in here all worked up like, I have to talk, right now. Thinking of this as just sneaking away to relax with some tea would probably help you feel more open. Relaxing with some tea. I do that quite often, but on my own. Do you find that more relaxing?
Yes.
The people closest to me in my life, they don't really feel like people I should sit down and enjoy some tea with. Or I could sit down and enjoy some tea with, for that matter. Even my family was always forced solely on work.
I see.
So, was mealtime essentially the same setup as tea time?
Yes.
Meals where we actually ate together were almost always uptight dinners with work-related events.
I see.
Remember what I said a couple episodes ago? Usually rich families occupied with business always end up having cold and lonely dinners. I've never been to upscale social events, so I'm not sure if I should ask this, but, well, didn't you ever feel lonely? Lonely? Yes, I think so. If I were given a chance, I would have only wanted to spend more time with my family. So, why don't we call it a day for now? Feel free to stop by again, anytime you like. Oh, yes, I do apologize. It seems I extended this tea time much longer than I had intended. No problem at all. If anything, I'm happy to hear it. I'll make sure to pick up snacks that pair well with tea. I've received word from Futaba-chan about our upcoming meeting. There's still some time before we meet though, so I'm going to go take care of my flowers first. See you later.
I suppose plants do need watering after all. know. You should go help Haru. I'll let the others know.
Sure.
How troubling.
You want some help with that?
Oh, have you come up here to assist me?
Yes, ma'am.
You, heard that, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I'm not worried about the garden, in case you were wondering.
Well, is there anything you want to talk to me about? I mean, I am the leader of your team. I can help out.
It's just... so much has happened to me lately.
Don't we all know it? Any way I can help at all?
Well, perhaps I could share this with you. I mean, it would be nice to have someone who is aware of my current situation in life. The source of my worries is my father's company. Dealing with the aftermath has been difficult. Given how unexpected the accident was, my father didn't have a will. All of his stocks transferred to me.
Okumura didn't have a will? I mean, as calculating as the guy is, I mean, for frick's sake, he was planning on moving up into becoming a politician. And he was working hard to, establish his company and all that. You think a guy as complicating and always thinking a few steps ahead would have had some kind of will directly for his family. He would have left something to you or had some sort of plan for when things didn't go right.
Which means suddenly, I'm the biggest shareholder in a company of over 1,000 employees.
Oof, that's a pretty heavy consequence. Again, the guy really should have thought ahead and cooked up some sort of will around the time when he was,
But I don't know the first thing about business direction or fund management.
I wonder if that's the consequences for him not exactly showing you the ropes and how business is done. I mean, when you have your next of kin running a company and they have no idea how it should be run, and they have to boss around the workers and associates who know the company straight up, it can get a little messy with a lot of conflicts. That does sound tough.
It is. I may be the president's daughter, but I never expected I would end up involved with company matters. Because of that, lately I've been meeting with all the various officers and lawyers my father employed. They've been giving me advice on all the things I'm not entirely sure about. Assets, stocks.
Well, that's good.
It's clear some people only want to get on my good side, though. I don't know who I can trust.
Well, for one, it's a good thing that they're actually telling you how things should be operated and showing you the ropes on how to run the business, so, you're not just stuck not knowing what to do. For two, I mean, the fact that you can clearly tell, whose intentions are just to get on your good side so they can do whatever they want. I mean, that just shows that you're pretty quick-witted as a leader, Well, not quick-witted, but you know what's what.
They try to sound comforting by saying things like, "Don't worry," or "Leave it to me."
They take small tactics in relieving you of your responsibilities so they can figure out and so they can go on running it by themselves and they can hold that advantage over you.
It feels like they're really only being nice so they can get their hands on my bank account.
Yep, there's the end goal.
I never realized I could be this distrustful of other people.
Hey, welcome to running a business.
I'm sorry for ranting on about this matter. I feel as though doing so has helped me calm down a bit, though.
A bit ironic, considering she just came out of a counseling session.
The only only people I've consulted up to this point have been employees. But I think what I really needed was someone closer to my own age, closer to my own viewpoint.
Oh, that's good. Well, I mean, if that's the case, why not talk to Mako about all this? Heck, she's closer to age to you than I am, and she knows a thing or two about overtaking a lot of responsibility and feeling a bit of that pressure.
If it isn't too much trouble, could we speak about this again some other time?
Sure, of course. Like I said, I am your leader. You know I always have your back.
In return, I'll... What can I do to help you? I don't have any unique talents. How about this?
Yeah, I mean, you have a pretty good green thumb right there.
You know, gardening. I'm actually quite skilled at it.
Great, you can whip us up a bunch of SP and HP items.
A few years ago, I even managed to grow a tropical fruit on the balcony at my house.
Oh yeah, you're well equipped for this job.
To be honest, this is what I do when I'm alone, to take my mind off of everything that's happened. Oh, that's right. I stored some vegetables in the refrigerator down in the home economics room. You still have some time, yes? Would you mind waiting here a moment? I grew these right here in these very planters and harvested them myself not too long ago. There's not much consistency to their colors or shapes, but...
Well, how do they taste?
I suppose it's umami mixed with a little bitterness?
I mean, it definitely sounds unique.
Either way, it's definitely unique.
There we go.
Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask of you.
Fire away.
I'd like to get Sakura-san's opinion on my vegetables.
Oh, Sojo would be a great help. I mean, he's a pretty well-known restaurateur. He knows his stuff, he knows his ingredients, and how to use those ingredients, so I'm sure he'll be able to... Well, he knows the quality of the ingredients he uses, how to use them, in plenty of versatile ways. As far as what I know, he's been a well-established restaurateur, as I've said, so he might lend you a hand here and there.
Do you think I could bring my next harvest over to your cafe?
I'm sure he'll be overjoyed. That's a great idea.
Thank you. I'm sure Sakura-san will give me his honest opinion.
That's what he's known for.
I'll make sure this next harvest is particularly good. Well then, shall we head over to the hideout?
We shall.
Congrats on surviving midterms.
Yeah, especially the surviving part. For you, G.
I think I'm screwed for real this time. I couldn't concentrate at all.
Yeah, taking exams with all this going on, not really the best course of action.
Gathering everyone's opinions and immediately acting upon them.
Oh my god, will you shut up?
In order to make that natural course of action a reality, I will...
Again? It's so damn loud!
We really should get some covers for the windows, make sure the door's closed. But at the very least, the noise is creating a pretty good cover for us, you know, things start to get a little loud during our meeting.
More importantly, what's this you want to talk about?
You said that something was on your mind before, but were you able to figure out what it was?
The Medjed that I banned wasn't the real one.
So, like a copycat?
Huh? Aren't you the real one, though?
Well, she is.
Oh, the guy who called himself Medjed after me isn't the one from the other day.
Huh?
What do you mean?
The code written by that guy the other day is different from any of the past Medjed.
So you mean to tell me this is the guy who, like, pointed the who went to challenge us? That's the guy who used the Medjed name to kind of like provoke us into handling the situation?
And that means...
So that means that that guy in particular used the Medjed name to play us for fools. Well, not play us for fools because the outcomes were pretty damn good.
A code is like your fingerprints. No matter how you try to disguise it, your own quirks appear in it. The one from the other day was all cut and pasted with no consistency. No skill at all.
But aren't there multiple people across the world that are part of Medjed? Couldn't it have been done by someone that joined recently?
How do I put it? That code was so not done by anyone interested in cracking. At all. At the very least, there's no way it was an official Medjed member.
Because that group would have members who knows what's what, right?
So someone used the Medjed name to provoke the Phantom Thieves? For what purpose?
I suspect this was a long-running con.
Could they have been doing it for fun?
No.
It was around the time our group started getting popular, so maybe they wanted in on the hype.
No, I'm pretty sure... No, I think it's already been established, at the very least by us players. Medjed was definitely used first to provoke the Phantom Thieves and get them to start building up the hype. And then, as the hype kept growing and growing, that's when Okumura got involved, and then it all just started crumbling from there. This has been a long-awaited trap, and it all started with Medjed.
Wait a moment.
See, Makoto knows what I'm talking about.
What if it's the other way around?
Medjed was the one who instigated the hype.
Perhaps they used the Medjed name to make the Phantom Thieves known.
What? That makes no sense!
I actually thought the same as Makoto.
Doesn't make much sense on paper, but that's how it happened.
Why is that?
Know how I just said that code is like fingerprints? I found those same fingerprints somewhere completely different.
Let's see if you guys can guess this right. Stop the video and head down in the comments, see if you guess it right. Whoever does gets a cookie.
Where's that?
The Phantom Aficionado website.
Ding ding ding! Free cookies for everybody who got it right.
There were traces of it being illegally tampered with from the outside.
For real?
Yeah, we really should have talked to Mishima about upping the security, but then again, that was a little ways back from a few Confidant events ago.
For summer vacation, the access counter was made to be much higher than the actual number. Same with the rankings, particularly the time when President Okumura ranked first.
Yeah, so this really all was just a long-running con.
So then, the one who provoked the group and the one who tampered with the site are the same person?
Thinking along those lines, one would suspect that they were gunning for us to tackle Okumura, like, all along.
I think I'm starting to see the big picture. Both Medjed's provocation and the tampering of the website brought attention to us as a result.
And from there...
On top of that, our reason for targeting Okumura was influenced by the public and the rankings.
They used our online influence to play us.
The perfect timing and the perfect target. If both of those had been set up...
It would all make sense.
So the culprit was planning to put the blame on us from the start?
And it's working out pretty well.
No way.
Which leads to the question. Well, the question to the thieves. Who exactly did we mess with in order for them to get back at us like this?
This is all hypothetical. We lack any hard evidence. But if all your deductions happen to be correct, That would mean we've been playing right into their hand for the past 2 months or so.
I'm thinking about it even more. Like, it worked pretty well with our group and kind of led to certain changes. Thinking about it, before like Medjed was brought up, we didn't focus so much on an online reputation. We just wanted to help people, whoever we saw on the fan site. But then we started to put more focus on the rankings and who people wanted us to go after, and it turned into a huge fight with Morgana.
We gotta be overthinking things.
No, things are lining up way too well for us to be overthinking.
I mean, we're talking both the rankings and Medjed. Everyone made a big deal about it. If this was all set up, then what kind of guy did we make an enemy of?
Ooh, and that's the kicker. We can't exactly know at this point. We do, but you guys don't.
There's no point in getting anxious over speculation.
Well, we can start preparation over speculation.
Regardless, we'll be falsely charged at this rate, and with murder. We must overcome this.
But we don't even know who we're up against.
Well, let's start gathering some intel.
Hey, you think we're falling into another trap, even at this very moment?
No, at this point, like, we're thinking at the very least one step ahead. We're thinking one step ahead on where they think we are right now. Just calm down.
Yeah, this doesn't mean that we've lost yet.
Because we're onto them right now. We know what's going on.
Even if this is the actions of a meticulous enemy, we'll just have to get back at them. We need to find clues, no matter what.
That's what I've been saying.
Me? I was told you recommended this reassignment yourself, sir. Why would you choose someone as inexperienced as myself?
When the case of the Shujin principal was ruled a suicide, you thought to reopen it. And you proved its connection to the Phantom Thieves. This is based primarily on that achievement.
Yeah, off of evidence your team planted.
I'm honored, sir.
The Phantom Thieves issue is now a national crisis. Expectations are exceedingly high for us public prosecutors, as we are the executors of justice.
And she's just feeding this ideology into her head, and sure, executors of justice, that's how you want to think of yourselves, fine.
Personnel and planning will be up to you on this case. You will also have the police under your command.
Oh, and look at all these brand new toys she gets to play with.
I'd like you to oversee this operation. You've yet to give an answer.
Give her a second. She's thinking about everything you're giving her.
Will you accept the task of eradicating the Phantom Thieves?
The way he says it, like, up to that extreme, it's very blatantly clear on where his intentions are. Sure, let's eradicate our enemies. Let's not focus on just finding them and arresting them, making them pay for their sins. No, we're gonna just straight up kill them.
I will give it everything I have.
We're gonna completely take them off the board.
We'll have to prepare a higher position for you as well in the event that you succeed.
Oh, he's already feeding her, like, ideals of success. Like, he is feeding so much into that ego.
I don't wish to apply extra pressure on you, but I assume your odds of success are high. Naturally, failure to accomplish this task is unacceptable. Do you understand?
This is almost like the opposite of how the school hoped to encourage Yoshizawa to achieve better results. Like, bar for bar, this is a complete 180.
Of course.
Yeah, she's fired up and ready to go.
I will live up to your expectations no matter what it takes.
That is all, then. I expect good results from you.
I'm home.
Hi, sis.
Well, here we go. Round 2 with sister conversations.
Should I warm up dinner for you?
No, it's okay.
How about a bath?
No need. I just came home to get a change of clothes.
And probably take a shower. It's probably been a long day.
Are you going to stay at work then?
Wait, Makoto offered to shower and she said no. How long do you plan on working away from home?
I've been entrusted with a very important task.
You look awful, though. Aren't you tired?
As an adult, there will be times when you will accept an assignment for which failure is not tolerated.
She didn't ask about that. She asked as your sister if you're tired.
It's all over for me if I can't win this.
If you can't win this.
Still, if you were to collapse from exhaustion...
This is my one chance to get a promotion. I heard detectives have been coming to your school. That must make it hard to focus on your studies.
Well, exams are already over and done with.
Don't worry, though. It will all be over soon.
What do you mean?
I'm going to catch the Phantom Thieves myself.
Great. And now we have another enemy gunning for us. As if that wasn't already obvious.
Is that the important task you mentioned?
Like, we have the general public on one side, we have our mystery assassin on the other, we have Signy SIU, and naturally the police, which I guess just joins up on that side. Like, okay.
It's none of your concern.
Dude, she's concerned because she's your sister. Can you at least give her the time of day to, I don't know,
Oh my god.
She didn't even come home, like, for more than just a 5-minute conversation. She's already back out the door.
Sis has her sights set on the Phantom Thieves, and on Shujin Academy in particular. This is bad. I need to let everyone know.
Things have become somewhat troublesome, everyone. As if that wasn't already the case. Just tried to stay calm. Trying. What's wrong? Sis told me she's been entrusted with an important task regarding the Phantom Thieves. And that means the SIU must surely be on the move at this point. And they're doing everything they can to wipe us out. That's pretty bad. Wait, weren't they already investigating us though? The police were doing so in secret. This operation is on a much different scale. Hold on a tick. What's this SIU thing anyways? The Special Investigations Unit. An elite team that deals with huge cases like government scandals. I have heard that name on the news. They make headlines often. The real insane part is, they haven't lost a case against the suspect in like 50 years. If they come after you, you're screwed. Dead to rights. They're the best investigation force in Japan. Are we going to get arrested? Doesn't this countermeasure seem somewhat extreme? Right or wrong, I think we're just way too famous at this point. And as this is a country governed by law, they can't afford to ignore us much longer. we may be the Phantom Thieves, but this is miserable. Seems like laying low just isn't an option for us anymore. They probably have a pretty narrow suspect profile by now too. Hey, don't scare us like that. It's okay though, they don't have any evidence. Yes, I expect they're frantically searching for some as we speak. Or they're planting some. No way they're gonna find anything though. Well, it's only a matter of time. We need to hurry and do something about this.
Everything's going to be fine.
Everything's going to be fine if we just keep up doing... We need to stay ahead of the game, alright? We can't just sit back and expect things to be fine for now, Morgana. We have to do something.
Unless they know about the metaverse, there's no way they'll get any info on us.
So let's take advantage of that fact and, you know, come up with some evidence of our own. Some real convenient timing for the prosecution, though. Alright guys, that appears to be all the time that we have for today. Oh boy, things are really picking up the pace, huh? At the very least, we know now, or it's already been established, that there is somebody gunning for us and has been planting a trap for us ever since the Medjed case. Which, I don't know, to me felt pretty obvious, especially with the sudden changes in the thieves' behavior and our goals, and how people were just riling us up to tackle Okuma, like we knew he was going to be a target. But in any case, we're certainly in hot water now. We have both the SIU, we have Psy, and the police force. Everybody's gunning for our heads. But hopefully we'll keep things going. We'll keep trucking along as we always do. A few more confidant events here and there. We might just come up with a bit more evidence before the school festival, or we might just have a plan of action by then. I know what will happen by then. You guys probably do. Those who are in the know are in the know. But in any case, that's all speculation for in the next episode. So, I thank you all for watching this week's episode. And if you did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications on when the next live stream and or episodes are going to be coming out for the channel. And if you want to support the channel even more, please be sure to head on down, click the link to my Ko-fi page. We currently have a $120 goal for my Luigi Brothership, or any other indie games, or just games of the like that you guys want me to tackle. Right now, aside from Fire Emblem, I am playing Cuphead live, and the game's going pretty well. So yeah, be sure to check things out. I look forward to playing more future games. But that's all the rambling that I'm going to do for now. I will see you all later, and I hope you have a good one. This is SMK8, signing out.
It's like they never accepted us to begin with.
As of now, anyone in this city could be a mole.
I'll be rooting for you, just like you were for me.
I'm considering asking Catchin.
Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever? I want us to strike a deal.